Thank you, Johnny. Hi, folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy! This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone. Here we go. The Jeopardy round is where we start, as always. Here come the clues in these categories. Board game history. Cats. Bible belts. 80s music. What's the word? And let's go to Suriname. Player 1, where do we start? Charles Darrow created this game in the Depression, while dreaming of fame, fortune, and his summers at the Jersey Shore. It's Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus... Yep. Please pick again, Player 1. A game imported from India is called both Shoots and Snakes and These. Yes, Player 1. Yeah, good. Player 1, pick a... While out of work, Alfred Butts created this word game by mixing anagrams with crossword puzzles. Okay, Player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again, Player 1. Hasbro says this game was invented by a wealthy couple while aboard their luxury boat. Player 1. Hey, you're right. Select again. In the 1950s, Parker Brothers took a French game called Conquest of the World and turned it into this. Okay, Player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. The fact that a cat can land upon its feet without injury gave rise to the myth that cats have this many lives. Yes, Player 2. Good. Player 2, you pick again. The Korat breed from Thailand is usually this color of some Olympic medals. It's Player 1. Yes. We return to you, Player 1. The mass killing of cats in the 14th century helped spread this disease carried by rat fleas. Player 1. Right. Choose again, Player 1. Short-haired cats were derived from the Khafre cat, which was domesticated by this ancient civilization. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's it. You again, Player 2. This Asian-named cat is produced by mating Siamese and Longhairs, and then selectively breeding them. It's Player 1. You are correct. Select again. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says that if someone smiteth you here, offer also the other. Player 3. Good for you. Player 3, pick again. After striking down his brother in Genesis, this man said, "My punishment is greater than I can bear." Yes, Player 1. That is correct. You again, player 1. In Numbers chapter 20, after the Israelites complained, Moses smote one of these twice, and water came out. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Choose again, player 1. In a book named for Moses' successor, this man smites the Gibeonites, the Hebronites, and the Eglonites. Okay, player 3.
Yeah!
Right. We return to you, player 3. In Judges, Samson whopped on 1,000 Philistines with this part of an ass. Let's hear it, player 2. That is correct. Please pick again, player 2. The Greg Kinn Band was singing our song, crooning, "Our love's in this, baby." Yes, player 1.
Yeah!
Correct. Player 1, back to you. In 1984, his Let's Go Crazy said, "We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." Okay, player 2. Good.
Yeah!
Player 2, you pick again, please. She told us, "Love is a battlefield," and in 1980 went to number 9 with "Hit Me With Your Best Shot." Player 2.
Yeah!
That's right. Way to go. You get to pick again, player 2. In 1981, Sheena Easton sang, "My baby takes the this. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again." It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1, back to you for our... Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Lip Sync asked, "Won't you take me to here?" Yes, player 3. You got it. Please pick again, player 3. On a snail, an onomatophore is a stalk with this at the end. Okay, player 2. Right you are. Player 2, you pick again. If you set some Chinese punk on fire, it's because Chinese punk is this, from the Latin for set on fire. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3, back to you. Here's Kelly, she'll show you.
When light passes through a prism, it splits into its various colors, the visible one of these.
Let's hear it, player 3. Yep. Player 3, back to you. It's the medium on which you're traveling if you're in a hoy. Player 2. That's correct. Player 2, pick again. If you've got quinsy, also known as tonsillitis, you've got swelling in this part of your body. Let's hear it, player 1. Hey, you're right. You again, player 1. Since many of Suriname's workers come from India, this religion is practiced by almost 30%. It's player 2. Right. You get to pick again, player 2. In a 1667 deal, the English got New York City, and these people got the territory that would become Suriname. Yes, player 3. Yes. Choose again, player 3. A powerful presence in the country is Suralco, part of this giant metals company. Okay, player 3. Yes. Select again. It's the Daily Double. Player 3, you're in last place. What'll it be? What'll it be? Here is your Daily Double clue. Suriname is wedged between Guyana and this dependency. All right, second place for you. Let's have a look at the $1,000 clue. About half of Suriname's 439,000 people live in this capital city. Player 2. That is correct. Okay, we have player 3 in third place, which means that player 3 will go first in the Double Jeopardy round. Player 3, you're in last place. What'll it be? And we have 2 Daily Doubles awaiting you in these categories. Which president's cabinet? Related words. The Vatican. Death of an author. You're so subtractive. And country cookbooks. Player 3, you go first in this Double Jeopardy round. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Okay, player 3. Right you are. We return to you, player 3. Secretary of State Dean Rusk, both JFK and him. Player 3. That is correct. Select again. Secretary of Education William Bennett, Secretary of State George Shultz. It's player 2. You got it. Player 2, you pick again, please. Secretary of Labor George Shultz, Attorney General John Mitchell. Let's hear it, player 2. Correct. Choose again, player 2. Secretary of the Interior James R. Garfield, Secretary of War William Howard Taft. Yes, player 1. Yeah, good. We return to you, player 1. A park was originally an enclosed place. This related word still means an enclosure for racehorses. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. Culprit, meaning the guilty party, evolved from this adjective meaning guilty. Okay, player 1. Yeah! Good. Player 1, pick again. Fabricate is related to this verb that can mean to write something fraudulent, like a signature. Player 1. You are correct. You get to pick again, player 1. As score can mean to cut, it makes sense that it's from the same root as this word for big scissors. It's player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. To do this to something is to make it holy, a word from the same root. Yes, player 2. That's correct. Please pick again, player 2. Crispin of Viterbo was the first one of these created by John Paul II. Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. You again, player 2. You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. Player 1. Correct. You get to pick again, player 1. The 4 papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. It's player 1. That's it. Player 1, pick again. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. And you're in the lead now. Decide on your wager, player 1. Okay, here is the clue. The Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Please pick again, player 1. The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. Yes, player 3. That's right. Way to go. Choose again, player 3. She died on July 18, 1817, after dealing with some pride and prejudice in her day. Okay, player 1. Good. You again, player 1. On September 28, 1891, he died in New York City after a whale of a life. It's player 2. Good for you. Player 2, back to you. No amount of electricity could reanimate her on February 1st, 1851. Player 2. You are correct. We return to you, player 2. After October 19, 1745, he would make no more modest proposals. Okay, player 2. Correct. Player 2, back to you. It was this author, not the wallpaper, who went on November 30th, 1900. Yes, player 3. Right. Select again. It's 237 minus 113. Let's hear it, player 3. Yes. Player 3, you pick again, please. 117 minus 47 minus 10 equals this. Yes, player 2. Good for you. Player 2, pick again. 99 minus 55 minus 33 minus 11 equals this. It's player 2. That's right. Way to go. You again, player 2. 1127 minus 121 minus 116 equals this. Player 3. Good. Player 3, back to you. From the Latin for diminish, it's the term for a number from which another number is subtracted. Okay, player 2. You got it. We return to you, player 2. Fit for a King is full of his favorite recipes, including the chicken served at his wedding to Priscilla. Let's hear it, player 2. Hey, you're right. Select again. The Little House Cookbook features frontier foods from this woman's classic stories. Player 3. Correct. Player 3, you pick again, please. Answer? The second daily double. Player 3, you're in last place, so let's see if you can close the gap. What are you going to wager? And the clue. This daughter of Maybelle Carter honored her mom by writing Mother Maybelle's Cookbook. Congratulations, you've moved up to second place. Player 3, back to you. You'll find Goober's Banana Pudding in this Mayberry Auntie's book of delightful desserts. It's player 2. That's correct. Here's the $2,000 clue. There's a recipe for butcher holler possum in Your Cooking It Country by this country music queen. Yes, player 2. Right you are. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. Here's the Final Jeopardy category. U.S. Presidents. So, what's your wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. He's the only U.S. president who never lived in the District of Columbia. Did you come up with the correct response? And that correct response will add... And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you say? With that correct response, you will gain... You've come out ahead as our champion, player 1. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.